What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today, and we are doing another rebuild. This one's a realistic rebuild of the Raiders. The only other one we did for this team was the beginning of the year when Antonio Brown was on their roster and expected to play. So we're going to redo that here, and of course, I'm going to say it. I, of course, appreciate when you like and subscribe. Please do that. Like and subscribe, but it would be really awesome if you follow me on Twitter at Jeromepkr, but more importantly, if you can only do one thing out of all these things, it would be to subscribe to my second channel, PKR Plays. It is the most recent thing in the community tab. We do a lot of fun videos over there, and just, if you miss the more, I guess I'm already still raunchy, but the actual swear raunchy edition of me, go take a look at that. Of course, back into the rebuild, I did cheat a little bit here. Max Crosby was severely cheesed out by EA. I allowed them to screw him over on ratings, but I at least gave him star. They had him at normal. It's like they didn't even watch the NFL this year. Clelin Ferrell, I put him back to star as well. I think it's harsh with some of these rookies that they have them normal development after 1 year. Like, mate, it's not that easy, right? I get, Crosby was actually pretty decent, but, it's not that easy. Especially when you come onto the team expected to be the #1 pass rusher already, straight out the draft. Come on now. The Niners, they had plenty of talent around Nick Bosa. Don't get me wrong, he's insane. But you can't tell me he would be even as close to as good as he was if he was on some team like the freaking Bengals or something. You just can't tell. Well, the Redskins maybe. I don't know. They got a good deal. A team with no talent. Okay, damn it. But this is the team. This defense has got some holes. It is, it's not good when your average starting DB is 71 overall. We're going to keep Joyner at free safety. I believe in real life they decided there's no reason to play him at free safety. I want him as a slot corner, if I'm not mistaken, right? I'm pretty sure that's the way it is. Hunter Renfrow, of course, we know is on the slower side. However, he's not on the slow development. They don't have that this year. It's normal, but he's star development, I believe. Very slow, like we said, but I don't think that matters too much in Madden. I'll take the developmental piece in him. Of course, Josh Jacobs, potential rookie of the year candidate. Star development, I believe. What is he, star or is he superstar? Star development. Definitely a lot of upside for him. We also have Jalen Richard. I don't know what the cap situation is around here, but there's a lot to work with and a lot to work on. So this should be a fun one. Definitely doable. Really debating on what we want to do with Derek Carr. He's probably 27, 28 by now. He's still on that massive deal. He's an 80 overall. It's going to be a tough one, actually. It's really tough when you have a quarterback that's super expensive and has no ceiling. He's got a ceiling. It's just collapsing on him like he's a dwarf in a house that's short. I don't know. All right, so we have re-signings. Carl Joseph, definitely a question mark in real life. I know he was playing well before the injury, but still, it's a big injury. However, in this universe, we of course know that he's pretty much going to be the future for us, even though he's 76 overall and he's 25. Yeah, he's still going to be the future for us, without a doubt. And other re-signings, got some backups here, but nothing major. I'm trying to think, Keelan barely made the roster. Perfect. Yeah, I don't think so. Deion Jordan's been, moving around teams left and right. Daryl Worley, just not a whole lot of future for him. And then Jalen Richard's a backup running back, not a hard position to fill. I know he didn't get the scenario on Josh Jacobs, but he said, what'd you think of Josh Jacobs last game? I didn't think of him as a franchise back, but maybe he is. What do you mean? Of course you thought he was. He was a first-round running back. Disappointment rings. It really does. 7-8-1. 7-8-1 for a team that just simply is not ready. Disappointing. That's quite disappointing. Yeah, that's about that. Let's take a look at the stat line. Derek Carr, 4,200 yards, 25 touchdowns, 11 picks. Rushing, Josh Jacobs, really solid. Maybe a superstar development season for him, hopefully. Everyone else, probably not. Maybe Waller, if he's lucky. Doubt it, though. Line did not play well. Sack total is probably going to be trash. Wow, EA, really? Really? Okay, dude. If you sit 3 picks... Did we even play defense this year? That's a really good question. 5th in offensive yards, which, I mean, okay, I can see where, we won some games. There's no way we were 21st. We had no sacks, no turnovers. How in the hell did we even come close to that? Did we get any award wins? Damn it, did we forget to get rid of Andrew Luck? Josh Jacobs with Offensive Rookie of the Year. I don't know why that's so surprising to me. It should have been pretty obvious. He was actually the 4th best running back in general. Not bad at all. Any other award wins? It would appear not. Could we maybe see a Derek Carr development up? Let's take a look. Oh, this is the wrong roster. Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. But, yeah, we may or may not have some things to fix. Josh Jacobs makes the Pro Bowl as number 1. I don't know. Yikers, man. That's woo! Do you see nothing? Josh Jacobs, number 1 running back. Fullback, number 2. I didn't know they brought 2 fullbacks to each side of the Pro Bowl. Any other guys? Maybe we got center. Do we get anyone else? Who the hell is this? Braden. I thought it was a D-end. Marcus Hunt made it as number 2 DT. I don't think we had any other player. No, Joyner was there. I mean, we got 2 players. Better than none. It didn't factor. It didn't matter because Redskins didn't win. But yeah, we gotta make sure things happen. Balance has been restored, kind of. Super Bowl is here. I guess we might as well wait because we probably have some regressions and some retirements we have to look through anyways. The winner of potentially decent Super Bowl, Cowboys 42-27. Let's take a look at these. Really? We really didn't get a dev up for Josh Jacobs. It's fine. But really, I'm a little surprised by that. Defensively, any upgrades? Of course, Joyner goes up to Superstar, which honestly isn't terrible. It's not a terrible upgrade. I mean, I'll take somebody going up in development anyways, but Marcus Joyner's a decent one because he's 29 now. I'm pretty sure they have him on a pretty hefty contract. Kinda, considering he would probably be like a 77 overall by the time his contract ended if he didn't get that dev up there. So I suppose if you're going to get one upgrade for an older player, that's the one you want, other than maybe Derek Carr. But yeah, looking at these re-signings, what was Daniel Carlson? Was he okay? Can't remember, actually. Nicholas Morrow. I mean, if we're going to get him, we could literally just get him back for pretty much the same price in free agency. We'll get Rico Gafford back. Decent return man. Anything else? I think that's about it, right? Normally we just kind of skip this process over, but yeah, a couple of names, I suppose. So basically we got worse, going into the offseason. However, we have a decent bit of cap space. Wish there was some algorithm that allowed random names, random new names to come in there. Of course, we do see one new name, Michael Pierce, of course. Don't know why I said of course twice. Decent DT. We could kind of use a DT, but overall, it's not the biggest daunting need on this team, so it's not going to be my number 1 on the list. The question is there even a single player on here worth going for? All right, let's see if we got anyone at all. Danny Trevathan. We got Danny Shelton. We got a lot of Dannys, if you guys couldn't tell. We actually paid Mike Hilton a 4-year, $26 million deal, which I think is worth it. Littleton might have been a Littleton more. Actually, I think it was actually 4-year, $29, so not much more. A couple of decent defenders we needed to add, I think. Mike Hilton, of course, another small guy similar to Joyner, but an immediate improvement at cornerback. I don't know why I said it like that. Danny Trevathan will play the right outside linebacker spot. Of course, we're going to be looking in the draft still for somebody, but we've made some improvements. Hurst will start. Danny Shelton at number 2. Hankins really just final year pretty much. Offensively, I don't think we had... Did we add anyone? I don't think we did. I tried to add a left guard. Didn't go. It's fine, though. We only need one player. It's fine. We really just need to get younger players, really. That's, the team's okay. We just need to get younger. All right, let's start the draft. We did go with a real one. Of course, if you didn't read the title or look at the thumbnail, maybe you would have not known. But obviously, you've probably done those things, so the results are already skewed. We're gonna keep going until one of the receivers is gone. Man, I feel like we could get away with moving to the Texans, but I don't know if I want to trust it. Are the Chiefs going to go best available? Because they obviously do not need a wide receiver, but they might still do it anyways because they're just that type of team. The Texans don't need a wide receiver, but they might. Although the Lions they don't. That's not their number one need. But if Jeudy's there, if I'm the Lions, I'm taking him. Like, simply put, they don't need him. But every time we say someone doesn't need someone, they always freaking take them. We're going to go to the Chiefs if we can. Damn it, man. I really didn't want to trade up this high. We trade them pick 11, 44 next year, and 75 this, which I think is pretty close. I think maybe we would owe them another third round. Maybe. I'm not even sure, to be honest. But with a class this deep, I feel like it would be allowed, right? So we have a lot of players on the list, right? There's a lot. We have other wide receivers. We really only need one more wide receiver, so we traded up here with the expectation of going for Jeudy. But do we go with someone like Delpit or Simmons instead? We got a lot of linebackers too. Yeah, I think we're going to go with Jeudy, go for the guaranteed talent, get ourselves a good wide receiver, and there we go. 76 overall. Took him 6. Apparently we reached, but that's just not true. If Lamb went at number 5, Jeudy could not have been too much shorter behind him. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean, but Lions with a pass rusher, Derek Brown to the Texans. The Titans take a corner. Safety Delpit, and then, I mean, if it wasn't realistic, at least I can be happy with the fact that they landed just as good of a talent, if not better, especially considering their needs. They needed a linebacker desperately, and that's exactly what they get, potentially the best linebacker in the class. At least the one with the most upside. Of course, if we didn't go with wide receiver so high, we would have went with one around here. But since we did, we don't have to worry about it too much. That's who I wanted to go with, the tackle. But let's see, we've got a lot of players on the list. If Love is there still when we're picking at 28, we might draft him. I'm just saying. I would like a center as well. I'd take any of these damn players. I'm assuming the center's going to go soon. Wirfs went, so the center's got to be pretty close. There he goes, the center. I should have traded up for him, but I'll just go to our pick. What are we waiting for? So our next pick is in the 3rd round. We do have the quarterback, Love, sitting there. I have Jalen Hurts on my list as well, but I think we're probably going to forego him. Henry Ruggs, don't need. So let's get rid of Henry Ruggs. Let's get rid of, we need to get as much capital as possible to get a guy like Woodward, get a guy like Muti. I believe he was really good for us last time. I would like to land like a 2nd round pick for the future from a team that doesn't, they're not guaranteed to do well. The Saints, even without Drew, are still probably going to be very good. This Rams pick's not terrible. I think this Falcons trade is really good. Don't get me wrong, this Eagles trade's nice too. I kind of want to get a this year pick. Nah, we got to keep it all this year. Got to keep it this year. It's too much talent not to. So we give them 58, a 3rd next year, and Hankins for 43. Pretty fair trade even without Hankins. I tried to give them a 4th this year. They didn't take it, which I think would have been a perfectly fair trade, but they were like, nah, mate, not doing it. I didn't trade up expecting to go for Jordan Love, but here we are, aren't we? The thing is, with Derek Carr's season, there's no way they would start a new quarterback. So, with this pick, we are definitely going to be taking Woodward. David Woodward it is. Okay, thankfully. I thought he had hit him, but I couldn't remember. We reached by 1 pick, so really good selection even by their standards. Really good jumping for a white dude specifically, let alone a linebacker. Am I being rude to white people? I can't really say racist because I'm white, so I don't think that's how that works, right? I guess it does. Oh my. Our guard went very high. We do not have another lineman. Ruggs that late though. Wow. I would not love to trade up. He's still there anyways. Yikes. We're trading up to the 3rd round, aren't we? I can't pass on him. I was actually almost going to take him at 20-8. Everyone gets a DT. They're 92 this year in Hall for 65. When you get into that 3rd round category, young line player, well, not young line players, young players in general do hold decent value. Trade 90 and 2 fourths for 67. Pretty close value, I think. So we have this pick, and then 2 picks from now we have another one. So Jordan Love it is. Please be decent. Okay, he does have hidden. 70 overall. He looks pretty solid. We're going to be sitting him for the 1st year at minimum. And then, of course, he will be on the practice crap, whatever you want to call it. Unfortunately, he is the best, but I'm just hoping for star development, honestly. And that's what we get. I mean, obviously, we don't know if he's star, but we know he's at least star. Jumping 83, 73 hit power. He literally was just the best corner. He literally was, just not even close. Everyone else was like C minus. So we honestly just got lucky by process of elimination. I mean, you might as well just go best available. You got Jalen Reagor, very fast player. Ugh, I was hoping maybe hidden at least. Very fast, probably be on kick returns, but yeah, that's not a good pick. If I could go back, I would make not that selection. I think we're just going to go with Tron Folsom. Okay, 67 overall. Yeah, not a bad user, but once again, another bad pick. Tyree Cleveland, my man. But either way, Spencer Nye, best fullback I've seen. 68 overall. Not bad. I think I fell for the name. All right, let's take a look at this draft recap. Jeudy, hopefully superstar and maybe an X Factor. He is superstar. Okay, fair enough. I mean, I'm not going to argue that one. David Woodward, star development, superstar, X Factor, star. I mean, okay, star's fine. Love now. If he's superstar, this is going to hurt because I really would want to start him. Okay, maybe it wouldn't hurt. I'd rather have him at superstar. All right, Jaylen Johnson, hoping for the damn best with this guy. At least star, of course. Oh, okay. I mean, I was just hoping for star. We got that. Yeah, we didn't get a single other guy, though, did we? But yeah, that's, I mean, obviously we got Chase Young. What about Lamb? Is Lamb better than Jeudy here? Freaking looks it. It looks insane. What a steal. What's the development? Damn, I was hoping maybe star, but he's just better than Jeudy. All right. Isaiah Simmons, of course, super fast player. 86 speed, 92 excel. I think that should easily be 88 speed minimum. And then player traits. Wow. I don't know if they got any other trade down offers, but they made one hell of a move. There's not really much more we need to see there because I'm already sad enough the way it is. But man, Jordan Love, though, no. It's not fair. It's not fair to bench Derek Carr. It just isn't. Jordan Love, he's a third-round quarterback. Yes, we know the potential, but still, it just wouldn't be fair. It'd be an unrealistic move, and it wouldn't be fair. Woodward's going to play left out. We're going to play Marquel Lee at the backup spot for everyone, and then I think the starter at right out will be Danny Trevathan. So a rather slow linebacking core, but a better one than last year, technically. So, I mean, I'll take it. Littleton will be here for the rest of this thing. Of course, Woodward will be as well. Cornerbacks, Mullen is young, but is he really that moldable? I guess we'll keep him there. Pass rush needs to do better this season, hopefully. Hopefully they do. Abram kind of just disappeared on us there. Yikes. The fattest of yikes. I don't know why I didn't show it, but we got Tahir Whitehead. Well, we didn't get him. We traded Tahir Whitehead, Arden Key in a 5th round next year for Glasgow. He's an okay offensive lineman, normal development, 28 years old. Nothing special, but I mean, I'll take it. We can use a starting lineman pretty desperately, so I'm pretty happy with it. And pretty much, that's pretty much it. Not much more we can do. We got Jalen Richard back from free agency. I don't know if I showed that. Defensively, Woodward starts, so we have a guy that should be able to reach his teammates' grade by the end of the season. Of course, Danny Trevathan, once the season's over, he'll drop out of that grade. Of course, we have to put the rookie at the number 2 spot because he has the most potential, and there's really no one on this roster outside of Mike Hilton that deserves a starting job at corner anyways, so at least with the guy that we know has the most potential, he'll start. Got to get some backups, but overall, we've kind of made our team better. Maybe? I can't even tell. So here's the starting roster for our second season. Not actually that bad. 83 overall. Zay Jones might be... Actually, does he need a contract coming up? I would assume they only gave him like a 1 or 2 year, right? Somebody needs to be traded, perhaps. Don't know what the hell he'd be worth, though. Maybe like a 5th round at most. Probably not even that. Maybe like a 6th round. Honestly, we're just going to keep him on the roster and let him go. I think that's the realistic thing. Have depth at wide receiver. He's not going to be worth that much. I don't think you would get much out of him, so why would they even look to trade him? But maybe, we were 7-8-1 last season. I think we've done enough to probably get to the playoffs. All right, if we win, we're in. And we do win. 9-7. I like it. I like it a lot. No, not playoffs. Not playoffs. Team schedule. I mean, really bad start to the season. And then we just won 6 straight games. When he started winning, I was like, oh, please stop winning, because obviously you want that draft pick. But apparently we did enough, and I think Derek Carr didn't do enough to hold his job as the starting quarterback. You know, we added a new super beast wide receiver in Jeudy, and yet we had a way worse season across the board. I don't understand how that's possible, but all right. Sack totals were actually up a little bit. You know, Hurst, really good season. Crosby, better. Not great, but better. Kick return, don't really care. Punt return, don't really care. Any award wins? Maybe Jerry Jeudy, Offensive Rookie of the Year. Doubt it, but you never know. Number 3, I mean, only guy that isn't a quarterback. And then, of course, David Woodward, Simmons. That would have been clutch for them. And I believe that is it. Yeah, no other awards or anything like that. But we made the playoffs. We're an 86 overall team. Of course, there's probably some sort of morale boost that are across the board as well. Love went to a 72 overall. Nothing really that great, to be honest. He played a lot of snaps, though. 236 snaps, unless most of that's preseason, which it probably was, in fairness. Go against them Colts. Not an easy team to beat. We're in 86. They're in 84. We can get like 1 win in the playoffs, maybe 2. That would definitely be huge, because you do get a decent bit of XP, I believe, for every win you get in the postseason. Obviously, you also have an increased chance at Player of the Week, because there's a lot less teams, which, you know, that's another big part of it. Get like, what, 2 to 4K XP, depending on, you know, who it is. It's a big win, you know. Don't try to sell it short. Go to the end of the game. Come on. We're up by 7. Oh, I mean, hey, I'll take it. Are we right to left? Yeah, we are right to left. Yikes, man. Okay, we got some points, but they're going to get some more. 7. Yeah, we lost. GG. GG. Our offense is terrible. Don't get me wrong, defense wasn't much better, but the offense was just so bad. Like, it was about time that the Colts came alive, and, you know, there it was. The only bad part is that not only is Derek Carr not the guy, but since he isn't the guy now, we get to start Jordan Love a whole season late, in which he could have probably had Rookie of the Year. It's brutal, but it was the realistic move. Obviously, everything in my being wanted to start Love, but we couldn't. We couldn't. You know, Derek Carr had a decent season. There's no reason for him not to have had another decent one, and unfortunately, he just didn't. And I think now we will be looking to trade him for probably a second-round pick, honestly. I think he's easily worth that still. Let's take a look at re-signings. Of course, we want to take a look at the Super Bowl winner. The Browns win it after missing their chance last season. Jerry Jeudy, of course, superstar development. No other upgrades on offense. Didn't expect one. Woodward went up. I did expect that, though, of course. I did not expect Johnson to go to X Factor, though. I will admit that, believe it or not. All right, dude. I don't know. What was his season? Jesus. What a beast. Oh, 100 tackles for a cornerback. Gotta love being bad in coverage. Gotta love it. That's insane. He's an X Factor. What a freaking steal. Of course, Woodward definitely expected. He had like 117 tackles or something like that. Maybe even more. Unfakeable. So, yeah, this defense is definitely going to be taking a bit of a step forward. I think Johnson's earned his right as the number 1 corner. We have a couple of pieces. You know, we could probably trade off one of these cornerbacks. Maybe Mullen even. I know he was a rookie in real life, you know, high pick in the 2nd round, but this is entering year 3 for us, which would be, you know, that category of not maybe a bust, because he's not that terrible, but maybe not worth the pick. But he's still good, though. I don't know. How old are the other guys? So Alexander's 27. I would assume the other guy. Yeah. Maybe we'll trade Alexander. I know we just got him in free agency, but I think if you allow the guy to be on your roster for a full year, you're allowed to trade him in my book. In my book of sleaze. My big book of sleaze, of course. Only major, you know, free agent we're losing is Zay Jones or Marquell Lee, but either one we really don't need too much. Got about 51 mil to work with in cap space. Can actually probably sign a big name here. Chris Godwin could be the big name. I don't know. Ooh, Marshawn. Okay, there's some really big names here. A few really gigantic, huge names. I mean, I would love Godwin, but Marshawn Lattimore definitely is the number 1 on the list. T.Y. Hilton could, you know, potentially replace. Wow, we paid that much? That's a lot of money, though. Chris Godwin. We could use a number 1 because Tyrell is about to go. All right, so we got Kalichi Assembly, Marshall Yonda, and Chris Godwin. We offered Godwin a monstrosity of a deal. We gave him a 6-year, $110 million. We do have enough money to get Marshawn Lattimore as well, but I tried to give him the T.Y.? Did I call him T.Y. a few times? I might have. Mike Hilton deal, and that Mike Hilton deal did not work this time. I'm debating if we actually need him, because Mike Hilton, he's 27 now. He's not going to get any better. Johnson's going to need a little bit of help, right? I'm going to see what kind of money I can save by getting rid of guys like Tyrell, if I can even save money. Oh, we can save a lot of money. So we don't need Tyrell anymore. We can trade him. Derek Carr, that's going to be some savings as well. Okay, so we can save about 30 mil here, so we can actually pay Marshawn Lattimore. And for some reason, nobody wants these guys. I don't get why. Give him a 5-year deal. Kind of big move. Sherman for 5-year, well, 5-year, 1 year, 5 mil salary, 5 mil bonus. And then Lattimore, we did give him a 5-year, 70 mil. So more corners. More corners. What are your thoughts on Colton Miller? Is he really like... No. No. Yeah, I don't think so, dude. We added Demario Davis last second as well, who I think will start unless we find someone in the draft to use. Yeah, it's not a bad roster, man. It's starting to come together. Our corner's not even on the damn list now. We have a few players to trade if we can. We trade Derek Carr and a 6th round next year for the Giants' first pick in the 2nd round, as they still have Daniel Jones at a 70 overall. The first pick of the draft is a cornerback. All right, pick 21, we're going to look at best available. Hopefully our DT's there. He is our tackles there too. Ooh, we got some names. We don't really need linemen that much, but let's move up some of the higher end people. That should be good. All right, so DT, Sean Whitehead looks very good. I think he's the clear-cut favorite for me so far. Levi King, the left tackle we had's gone. We do have Roland Toon, a decent player as well. How young are these guys? So 22 years old and 22 years old. Sean is 21. I think of all the needs we have, DT's the number 1. So we're going to go with defensive tackle. And 75 overall hidden. That seems pretty decent. Okay, it's better than seems. He's very decent. Very good indeed. Stamina sucks, but overall he's a very good DT. No doubt. Could play defensive end if he has to. Let's just go to pick 1 in the 2nd round. Now, I don't think I'm going to. These skills are really good. The problem is, obviously, the combine grade is missing, but also he's 23 years old. The biggest risk of the draft, or of the franchise, the rebuild. But those skills are too good to pass on. I'm going for him. And it looks like it could be a very good decision. 76 overall. Now, I have to say it looks like, because you can see right now, he looks almost identical to Farrell. However, if he's star and he's already 23, it's not going to be much of an upgrade. However, Farrell's still worth probably a late 1st, maybe early 2nd pick, I would say. So we might be able to get away with something here. We trade our 5th this, a 4th next, and Levi Wallace for pick 66 in the 3rd round, which of course is right now, which will be used on a guard who hopefully has hidden. I mean, that's really all you're hoping for. Oh. Yeah, he's better than... I mean, he's not better than hidden. He's literally hidden, but he's a lot better than a 3rd round guard. That is a steal. An absolute... Oh, did we miss the linebacker? Once again, I know we said that we weren't going to really worry about it, but yeah, we missed the linebacker we had. I'll put this guy on the list. He might actually be decent. This guy, I mean, he has the potential. Of course, you're desperately looking for the hidden dev. But at the least, let's go 1 more pick, speaking of. And then go the Niners, who have 2 picks here, so they'd be more willing. I don't like trading with the same team twice in the same draft class, because I don't feel like that's very realistic. However, they do have 2 picks here, so can we just give them all of this? I mean, that seems pretty fair. Yeah, I mean, you're getting 3 picks in the same class. You're not dropping too far, and we don't have to worry about trading anything. So we're just going to go with Vlad Barlow. He does have hidden. Okay. That's shocking. Yeah, this is a user god. Maybe not a user god. I'll calm down a little bit, but 71 catching for a middle linebacker with Hidden, who's, I mean, he is 23 in fairness, so doesn't have that much future. I don't know why I'm even that excited, because I'm not even going to start the guy, but, 61 overall, Hidden. If it's better than Star, that would be, well, if he's better than Star, I'm going to start him. But if he isn't, then, yeah, I can't really make too much of an argument there. But then, I mean, hey, that is one hell of a draft. Perfect draft. Now, let's see how good of a draft it actually was, though, based on developments. And that's a good start. That is our new number 2 DT, so Danny Shelton can be on the way out. Bernard Jackson, X Factor, please. Okay, not X Factor, but really freaking good. Antonio Booth, hidden development as well. Can we clean sweep? Superstar, right? No? I'll take it. Star development, automatic starter. Can't really be mad. And I will say this guy has star written all over him. And yeah, he does. So yeah, I'm a little more excited than I really should have been, because for us, it's not going to be that good of a... He's not going to be that good. But hey, another really good draft. We still have some more players we can trade. It's looking good. Got cap space. Problem is we are starting a new quarterback, Jordan Love, who's only a 72 overall, which is brutal. We trade Tyrell Williams, Clelin Ferrell, and Danny Shelton for pick 27 from the Jaguars. Honestly, that might be unrealistic, because we maybe should have gotten more. Maybe even like a third round added on or something like that. Offensive lineman, Yonda, fair enough at right guard. However, I think Antonio Booth should start. Ooh, over Gabe. I didn't realize that we had this many like starting talent players. And the thing is, all of our guards are true guards. Do we really sit Booth for a full season? He's 6'4". Decent steal for the Dolphins. We get a 4th-round pick for Colton Miller and Mackenzie Alexander. Here's the starting roster. Jordan Love takes over the reins of the offense. Obviously, a bit better of a receiving group. Offensive line, technically a little bit better as well. Defensively, let's take a look at it. Cornerbacks, DBs in general, probably increased to the best in the league. Couple of rookies on the defensive line. However, 2 guys a superstar, could be up to that 80-plus mark by the end of the year. Woodward still needs to use his overall upgrades, but we're not too worried about that, because we're about to do that right now. And yeah, Sherman playing strong safety. This is a very improved defense. Headed to the playoffs. Are we going to make it back-to-back? We do. And with those wins in a row, we actually get a freaking bye week. It's been a 50-50 season. Started losing a bunch of games early on. And once again, just like last season, we won a bunch in a row. Chiefs lost a few near the end, luckily. And we hold on to the number 1 spot in our division and top 2 seed in the entire AFC. Jordan Love comes in and just smashes it. 4,100 yards, 34 touchdowns, 10 picks. Really good for a 72 overall, stepping in for the first time, rushing Josh Jacobs back to that starting spot. So it appears that Mr. Derek Carr was holding us back. Darren Waller just over 1,000 yards. Godwin, Jeudy. Yeah, I'm not super happy with the receiving numbers, but we do have a lot of mouths to feed. Offensive line was really good, actually. Littleton could go to star. Jaylen Johnson can't go any higher, pal. You're already too damn high the way it is. Bernard Jackson, first year, 9.5 sacks. I like it a lot. Would have liked to see a little bit more out of Whitehead. And then Crosby's just, he's just been teetering the whole time. Kicking. Aldrick Rosas. You can't find a reliable kicker in this game. You just can't. Jalen Richard with a kick return touchdown. I'll take it. 6 offensive yardage, which is our second best so far. Defensive yardage, we haven't paid attention fully, but 10th has got to be the best. We had 20th or 21st on the 5th overall offense of yardage anyways season, so don't see it having any better than that than we just had. Rookie of the year, damn it, we had guys all across the board there, but we couldn't get it done. Wide receiver, was there anyone there? Nope. O-line, maybe a little bit, few in the top tier list, but no actual award wins, which is unfortunate for a team that had a freaking bye week in the playoffs. General manager, what do you want? Yeah. All right, veteran player. I hear what our opponents are saying about me. I saying I lost a step, saying I'm not the player I used to. And you know what? Maybe they're right. When the season's over, maybe it's time to hang up the cleats. But right now, the season isn't over, and I want you to know I will do whatever it takes to get my hands on another Super Bowl ring. He's maxed out. Nice. Come on, Yonda. Push some dudes around. I want to see Yonda throwing dudes around. +3 across the board. Not bad. Jordan Love, 83 overall with a +2 to morale. So 81 overall player. Deep accuracy's not great, but he's a monster. Short and medium. I let the AI pretty much cover most of the upgrades, but holy crap, they are not caring about deep accuracy. I know that happens a lot when you auto upgrade, but still, that's absurd. Jeudy looking pretty good. I mean, this is a very good offense. Like it's very good. There's very high overalls across the board, and then defensively, Johnson only an 84 overall. Technically only 84 overall. Not really as high as I thought he was going to go to. Whitehead, really good season. Jackson, 84 overall after 1 year. Seems like we made the right choice. I would like to think so, at least. Barlow, 67 overall anyways. We did him as a backup, so he did play a significant amount of downs, so I'm pretty happy with that. And that's pretty much that. So 89 overall going against, them Chiefs. 89 to their 83, but of course they have the Chiefs name, team that just won the Super Bowl in real life, on their side. And they also just so happen to have that man named Patrick Mahomes. I know some up-and-coming guy. Oh, there he is in the background. Who's the cover of this game again? I forgot. Oh, God. Look at who just won against the Ravens. Yeah, they perform what we would like to call in the industry a freaking robbery. Absolute thievery. There you go. Good start. Kinda. It's a good game. I mean, I'll take this over what happened last time. 24 to 21. We're looking consistent. We're consistently crap on defense, but offense is consistently doing well. Oh, it's not easy to outscore the Chiefs, and we're learning that firsthand here. No way we just choked that. What happened? No return by Harrison, or from Harrison's kick. We have to participate. Is Jeudy not number 84? I swear he was drafted as 84. Oh, look at Godwin. Maybe that's what we'll do from now on. If the quarterback or if they were playing badly, we won't come in. But if they've just been outplayed by a little bit, we'll come in. Jordan Love, oh my Lord. Who said he has difficulty throwing deep? I just had a stroke. Deep. Waller. I don't know what it is. Darren. Oh, you can't miss that throw. That is a throw you cannot miss. Oh my Lord. Gonna have to just throw it to Hunter Renfrow. Caught off the tip and picked. Come on, boys. That is so horse. Waller. That is, oh man, that is unfortunate. That is the worst way ever to lose a freaking game, which would have sent us to the championship. We deserve that win so much. Patrick Mahomes was great, but it should have been a 4-touchdown game for Jordan Love. Super similar. We had more rushing touchdowns than they did. It was near the perfect game for the offense, but of course, Darren Waller, absolute strugglesome. So disappointing. So disappointing. Oh, my Lord. I mean, I feel like, in fairness, we're probably like a season away here, but still, I still feel like we should have gotten it done there. I really do. It's all right. It's all right. It's a really good season. One of the better seasons I can remember. We put the team together, and, they succeeded. It's just unfortunate. So, the Jaguars versus the Packers. So, we got the 31st pick. Yay. Jordan Love really didn't go up in development. How much are they asking from him? Jesus. Defensively, anyone go up in development? I do not think so. No one up in dev on defense, but that's fine. Barlow at 68 overall. Could be a starting linebacker. DeMario's still going. What overall is Sherman? He's like an 87, right? 91? Is he really? 90 overall. I mean, I think I'm going to pay him another year here. I really do. I wasn't planning on it, but we are. We got the money to do it. Might as well. Okay, dude. Thanks. So he's going to get paid extra. Oh, I forgot. I just completely forgot about re-signings, didn't I? Mo Hurst, in fairness, isn't insanely good, but I'm going to give him a 4-year deal if he wants it. Glad to stay. Glasgow, we have, I think we will probably need to replace him with someone because Assembly and Yonda probably will retire. But overall, I like the moves we made. It sucks that Sherman wasn't interested in signing. But we know that's a game glitch, and it's not actually him wanting to leave. So we have 39 mil to work with. Who is in here? Mitchell Schwartz could use a lineman. Perhaps Leighton Vander Esch would be nice, but he's obviously always asking for a ton of money. I think really the best course of action for us would be to go for one of these linemen, because it is going to be a one-year deal, and obviously we can afford pretty much any player for 1 full year easily. Or we offered a pretty massive deal for Schwartz. We offered him a 1 year, 17.5 mil, which I would assume for one season's wise makes him the highest paid lineman. But I think, no question about it, that was a great decision. And I can't get rid of those abilities. As much as I don't think it matters in Sim, those abilities make him easily the best tackle in the league. Well, top tier. I hate this game. Why does it do that every time? Like, could you not do that? So looking at the draft, though, obviously offensive lineman for the future, because Trent's getting up there. He's 29. Gabe's probably about 30, 31. 31. Ooh, yeah, we need a lineman ASAP. Hudson's still going strong, but, this could be his final year as a 90+. Hell, it might be his final year in general in the league. Every other, skill positions, Wallen might be like 28 now. Ooh, 29. Okay, we'll be looking at that position. Wide receivers are perfectly fine. Running back, quarterback, fine. Defensively, obviously, linebacker, Littleton's like 28 now. Safety for the future, because even, Carl Joseph, he's 28 now. Joyner's like, 31 probably. Yeah, so safety, linebacker, offensive line, really. And then, if there's a tight end, but usually you're not going to find one. We're going to have 2 late first rounds, but still, 2 first rounders is 2 first rounders. So who's this? Yeah, we'll be keeping Josh Jacobs a long time. Do you want to pick up his 5th-year option? I don't think so. I think they probably would in most cases, but once again, I think just go for the contract as quickly as possible. Jonathan Abrams, heck no, he did not work out for us. I think in real life he will, but for us, 71 overall normal. There's not a whole lot you could do from there. We got Ito Smith as a backup as well. Our draft is pretty much all in the first round, which is a little brutal. We can get to, I don't know, maybe 18 to 20 with most of our players there. That would be great. Tight end goes very high. We have a tight end late first, early second, I believe. Question is, how far will he stay? The projections are off pretty often, so... Ooh, the Steelers with a bit of a steal there. The Steelers, a bit of a steal. Yeah, not a super great draft for some of these teams. Jesus. Oh, there's Hunt. My coverage linebacker I wanted. He's a 70 overall, though, so I'm not super mad about it. Late second for the safety. Cortez mid-second. Tight end Lenny Mills early second. And then Adrian Watson. 16 is very steep. But we're going to lose both of these guys if we don't trade up. All right, I'm not going to go any further. Browns it is. I don't know how the hell Folsom ended up developing, but 72 overall Folsom. 3rd round, is it this year? Yeah, this year, and pick 31 for 20. And then 28 this year, a 2nd round next year, and Franklin for 21 from the Eagles. We have back-to-back picks here, which we will be taking, players of the future. Let's see. Cortez Bush, 447. Decent player. Terrell O'Neal, I think we might be able to get with our 2nd round pick. Might be another trade up that might cost us even more of the future. But I think, well, first things first, let's go Watson. I think he's worth it more. Ooh, normal development. God, he's so good, but his development is trash. Yeah, I mean, he's a really good player, but that's technically a bust. Lenny Mills, please don't do the same to me. Okay, hit it. The tight end's very hard to draft, so I'm very happy with that. A little raw, but overall, a pretty damn good player with lots of potential. Cornerback Johnston, I know he was decent, but we didn't really need corner, so wasn't too worried about it. Devontae Lawrence, not a bad pick. Safety's going to come up soon. That guy's going to be gone, man. I gotta take a look. If he's there, we'll try to trade up to the Steelers, I guess. O'Neal, what about Cortez? I mean, both of these players are decent, so should we just go until one of them's gone? Which will probably be Cortez, hopefully. Hopefully. Cortez is a pretty big dude, so... Really? O'Neal goes before him. I don't know if he was good, but 71 overall usually means hidden. Trade 2nd round this year, 4th round this year, and Mosley for pick 44 from the Bills, try to give them 4th round next year with it instead, but they weren't having it. You got a really decent quarterback here, Brian Harris, but quarterback's obviously not an issue for us. Cortez Bush, please be good enough as safety. Ooh, okay, so he is hidden. 70 overall, barely lucked out, it would appear. A little bit lower on the stamina. I mean, he seems decent. I don't know if he's actually a good safety or not, but that's pretty much the last pick for us in the draft, and we're probably just going to take like a random special teamer on, with our 7th round here. Yeah, keep trading away the future, but I think we still have, what, a 2nd round next year, 1st round next year? We landed an okay draft, I guess. Really comes down to the development of the guys we did take. We didn't scout this guy, but he has a 2.8 combine grade, so we're going to go for him. 71 overall. Meh. So we normally don't, but, this rebuild, we haven't really looked at the teams that, have robbed us clean of our sanity, but we're going to have to take a look at our safety we wanted. Start development for the tight end. That's a meh. That's a big fat meh from me. Cortez Bush is star as well, man. Yikes. Not the greatest draft overall, actually. Just not good at all. Could have been worse, though. There was a lot of 70, 60, 70 overall players. Shaq Terrell, though. Woof. That guy's good. Hit power 74 on top of it. 65 catching. If you could swap those two, that would be clutch, because catching is obviously way more important. Super damn, that guy is good. That is one good player. Take a look at that safety. Where is he? Here he is. Terrell O'Neal, hidden as well. Really good zone. Really solid hit power. Catching's a little low, but overall, just based on ratings alone, he's better than our guy, and his development is... It's also star, but still. Definitely would have rather had that guy, but I guess we don't technically need to start our safety right away anyways, so... Could have been worse. Definitely could have been worse. Guy could have been normal, and I would have cried. We trade Gabe Jackson for a 5th round pick from the Cardinals. Of course, we don't really need him anymore, and he's costing a bit of money. 31 years old. Still worth the 5th round pick, because obviously starting linemen of his caliber aren't easy to find. It's pretty much what the roster is going to look like. Darren Waller will still start, of course, while Mills will be close behind, learning every move and changing his jersey number, because I'm disgusted. Looking at the defensive side of the ball, Barlow is going to be back up to all these linebackers. Probably get a decent bit of playing time. Maybe even replace DeMario next season. Safety-wise, hopefully Bush can replace next season as well. DBs, corners are fine, but safety, definitely a question mark in the future. Linebacker, question mark in the future. But right now, which I think we probably are very capable of making a Super Bowl, we look pretty good. All right, looking at the re-signings, I left it a little long, but it's fine. Josh Jacobs wants a 6-year, well, he doesn't want a 6-year deal, but he's getting a 6-year deal. We have $122 million to work with, apparently. I don't know how that's possible. We do have to re-sign Rodney. I mean, both of them will get a contract if they decide to stay. Trent, that's a steep one. I am sorry, pal. Max Crosby, that's a super steal. We'll give him a 6-year deal. Hopefully, within 6 years, he'll get a development up. Any other ones? Hunter Renfro, 5-year, $45 million. He's really good at catching. He's a good possession guy. He's worth it. A lot of re-signings here. Joyner, no. Mullen, probably not. No for Davis. No for Foster. No for Abram. Rico's a 98 speed player. Maybe he actually gets a contract. We have so much money to work with. Is Trent worth signing? He's good for at least 2 more years. Yeah, we'll do a 4-year or whatever. He's good for at least 2 years, right? So it's good enough for me. Sherman will probably retire. If he's not, maybe we give him another one. Same with Schwartz and Hudson. This is a huge year because you're potentially losing 2 91 overall linemen, which just obviously can't be replaced easily. Going to the playoffs, and we are 10-6 going against the Texans. We lost to a 4-11, 4-10. Damn, wrong button. 4-10. Who the hell was it? What team was it? Patriots team. That's who it was. Chiefs, not even, barely over 500. Actually, I don't even know if they made it to 500. Did they? 8-8. Jesus. Jordan Love, a little bit of a down year. Less picks, but 400 less yards. Jacobs, 10 touchdowns, 1380 for yardage. Receiving's just not going super well, but I like the schemes. I think it's working out. Defensively, though, just not performing well. I don't know what to tell you. Defense just The numbers aren't there, but then again, that's just kind of the way Sim goes. Yearly awards, any awards for us? Any at all? Shazier, Defensive Player of the Year, all right. Defensive Rookie of the Year, who do we have? Oh, yeah, Cortez didn't play. And then the tight end is a backup. Played a little bit, but not that much. Any other awards? Not a singular one. Love it. What overall are we? We're a 90 overall team. Mills is actually a decent overall himself. He's a 79 overall. He played enough snaps to actually reveal his development as well. Decent player. Decent player. He's going to replace Waller next season. Jeudy looking good. We got some good players on this team. What else can I say? Defensively, this is what we look like as well. So Bush, he's getting there. He's getting there. We also just got a plus 20 morale boost off of that scenario, which is nice. 10-6 versus 10-6. Let's go. 90 overall to their 81. Come on, game. Don't mess with me now. This is our year. At least win a few games, right? We're in a good spot. Simmons to the end of the game. Defense, I think, did well. They did. Long drive, only get 3, but I guess it's better to get some sort of points than none. 10-0. Defense is doing a little bit better now. 17-0. Very 50-50 third quarter. Defense is locking up. 24-0. Yeah, this offense doesn't look potent enough, honestly. 31-16, but defense literally held them out of the scoring for 3 full quarters. I mean, Jordan Love is playing pretty well completion percentage-wise, but I think we're just running the ball too much. Obviously, Josh Jacobs, oh yeah, we are running the ball way too much. Way too much. Almost 40 rushing attempts. I get we were up, but we just don't have that kind of running game to be running that much. Like, I get it. Jacobs is great and all. Great offensive line, but this passing attack is so much more deadly. Ravens, they were actually 9-1 at one point, and we beat them. Of course, here, 13-3 at home, 84 overall. Once again, we have the overall by quite a bit, so I expect to win, but Willie is another completely different conversation. Obviously, it would be nice to just see a win, but it would also be nice to see us dominate in a game. 3-0, yeah, that's not going to happen. I mean, if we even score, that would be great. It'd be great to score. Whole half, nothing. Josh Jacobs finally breaking one free. Start of the fourth, and I mean, offense just doesn't exist. Thank you. Failed 2-point conversion would appear, unfortunately, but we're still in it. Kinda. Defense, thank you. Down by 2. All we need is a field goal, and we take the lead. We'll take a little bit more, thank you very much. I don't know why we didn't go for 2. 5-point lead does us nothing. Defense will stop them, though. And offense is going to do enough to win the game. Why would you punt with 2 minutes left? I don't know, but shout out to EA. Jordan Love, very game manager-like. This time, though, threw 2 interceptions. 2 rushing touchdowns for Josh Jacobs. Not a good game by him at all, considering one of his runs was 50. Take away that 50, that's 14 for 43. That's very bad. But, yeah, we might have to, I think we may have to change schemes. Do something. Change it. A little more passing style. I don't know. Jordan Love can do it. He can do the damn thing. I know it. Ooh, the Colts, 87 overall. Yikes. This is not an easy matchup. This is kind of a revisit from what was a year 2, actually, I think it was. Year 2. Yikes, man. I don't feel good about it. I'll just tell you that. We need to get off to an early start. They get 3. That's fine. 7-3. Okay, I mean, you would have thought this was a voiceover because, like, we literally got off to what I said we needed to. 17 points isn't enough, though. 24 may, however, be enough. No, it's not. Keep going, offense. Keep going, offense. 38-10. That's what happens when you throw the ball more with an insane offense. Boom, Jordan Love with a god tier. 5 touchdowns, 0 pick, 88% completion, 300-yard championship game. Was that the championship? I think it was the championship, right? A championship game. That was solid. Rosas with a miss. Not happy about it, but what a game. What a perfect game. I didn't even look at the rushing numbers. I kind of glanced over it, but impressed by Love for sure. And on to the Super Bowl. Is it going to be the Browns? Is it going to be the... Don't mind me. Just don't worry about it. Any development ups? Jordan Love, perhaps, maybe. It was not Mr. Love. No dev ups at all on offense. Defensively, none again, I think. Jesus, man. No dev ups at all. All right. Going against Seattle, I think they did make the playoffs or the Super Bowl last time. 90 there, 87. Oh, it's a close one, man. I feel like the Seahawks are on their last legs here. This could be like their final chance to make it, you know, to have a ring. So, got to make it count ourselves. All right, going to next game. Next game, end of game. There's no next game after this. If we lose, 14-7, 14-10, 21-10. That's clutch. Can't be giving up quick points like that, boys. Field goal is nice, but you can see here it's not over. Come on, get that touchdown. Okay, a field goal, 8-point deficit. Come on, defense. Come on, defense. And they get the 2-point on top of it. Offense going back to the ground game. I'm not mad with it because it's... Okay, at some point you do have to pass it, though. Okay, you're just completely content with going for a field goal. Interesting. Defense, I mean, I guess it was the right call. 30-27. You know, last game passing was king. This game we did pass pretty damn well, but ultimately it was the run game that closed it out for us. I was a bit skeptical there, but we did get the job done. We win the thing. The Raiders of Las Vegas are the champions of the world. Richard Sherman wearing number 23 wasn't great. I was gonna ignore it, then I was like, nah, I gotta mention it. I just have to. I just have to mention it. And who is the MVP? Is it gonna be Jordan? Richard Sherman with a pick. Nice. I don't know if he did not have a touchdown. Clutch man himself. Who else but Shermy? Good old Richard Shermy with another ring on the old record books. And of course, that pretty much will be the end of the rebuild. Jordan Love was a great pick. Of course, he will be in the title. I think the thumbnail too, right? Jeudy, I think, is the bigger name in this scenario, but kind of fell under the radar while Love just came in and dominated. You know, he just killed it, and he was almost flawless in the postseason. Of course, that divisional had a little bit of a hiccup, but completing a very high percentage of his passes. And, of course, ooh, God. Not much of a Super Bowl from him, though. Josh Jacobs clutch it up. 9 was his longest, had over 100 total, I think. You gotta give it to Josh for Super Bowl MVP in this scenario. This is, without a doubt, I think all him. Actually, what about defense? How many sacks was there? Yeah, I think probably would go to him. Not really sure where they get Sherman's name from. I guess the tackles add up. I don't know. All right, Yonda, what has he got to say? We did it, Coach. Last team standing, world champions. I can't believe it. Can't ask for a better ending to my season, and I couldn't ask for any better ending to my career. Finished the paperwork last week, and I'm going to make it official later today. I've just played my last game in the NFL, and I wanted to thank you for everything. Marshall Yonda's retiring. Yeah, that's kind of how that goes, unfortunately. But this was a very successful rebuild. I had a lot of fun, and we built a really solid squad that can compete for many more years to come. Yeah, Jordan Love maybe need a contract a year or two from now. You know, you got a backup tight end ready to go. I mean, this team is set. Like, it is set up. You just got to just keep working ahead of the curve for offensive linemen, and you know, this team's on par there. Really good edge rushers. Maybe not the stats we want from them, but yeah, they're playing well, kinda in the postseason at least. Anyways, though, that's pretty much gonna be the rebuild. Once again, thanks for watching. If you did like it, maybe leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, and of course the second channel, PK Plays, would mean a ton to me. And if you have any suggestions for rebuilds in the future, let me know. If there's one that you know that we did really early on in the year and you want to see an updated version, let me know. And maybe if I see a couple of people say it, maybe we'll do it. Because right now I'm just kind of freeballing and going for whatever. I think we do have a lot of fantasies we didn't complete, though. And I do want some more challenge ones. The Dot City rebuild I thought was going to blow up. I think if one of the bigger YouTubers did it, it would easily reach millions of views. But we don't got that kind of reach yet, so got to keep grinding, keep going. But I still do want to do another Superstar KO team. Someone suggested Rhythm. Maybe we'll do Rhythm next. I'm not sure. But anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks, Plane, for flying over. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!